Day 5. All right. This is my YouTube video right here. I just shot that Facebook video, and I was looking at it. I was like, man, this is crazy, but I gotta move on. Got to get it done. So I'm just gonna post it the way it is. But today's 5. Day 5. We're gonna be talking about the body. Yesterday I talked about the mind. Today I'm gonna talk about the body. Oh yeah, look at that, bam. Yeah. Oh, 50 years old, man. Turned 50 years old last month. Best shape of my life. Feel good. Getting better every day. Getting younger every day. I keep telling myself, too, my hair is getting thicker, getting bigger and stronger. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, talk about the body a little bit here. And so, mind, body, spirit, that's one. That's all of us. And so, for me, it's all got to come together. I got to maintain my thinking. I got to keep my body up, and I got to watch my spiritual connectivity. How am I showing up in the world out there? And that's why I throw purpose and passion off in there too. And we'll get into those throughout the week, and we'll really get into that today. But so like I was saying in the other video, back in 2011, I was 238 pounds. My wife had left. She wasn't coming home after 20 years. And I was just feeling bad. I was feeling fat, sick, stupid, lazy, and emotionally, mentally, physically, all of that. It was just bankrupt, man. I was like crash diving. And so I drew a line in the sand right then. I was like, man, I'm not doing this anymore. How'd I get here? What is going on? And just looking around at the life that I'd built over the last 20 years, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? So anyway, today's kind of it's about body more than that. So I had a gym at my house. I had a full gym at my house, man. I had everything in there. I had a big weight system where you could do squats, you could do benching on it. It had cable pulls. I had a treadmill. I had a stair stepper. I had a rowing machine. I had a sled. What do you call that? Leg press. I had a leg press. I had free weights. All the curling bars. Man, I mean, I had like a full gym at my house, and I'd had it for like 10, 15 years or more. I'd had all that. And so every now and then I'd go out there, I'd mess around, I'd get all jammed up, first of the year, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to do it this time. And I never did it. I just never did it consistently year after year after year. And smoking, I was up to like 2 packs a day in 2011, but smoking, drinking, doing drugs. And I just got lost off into this world of stuff and things, and checking off all the boxes, and dealing with this and dealing with that, and trying to make money or take care of the property. And I just got lost all off into that whole life. And then so I had it all at one time. I had it all, right? I had time, I had money, I had freedom, I had everything paid off. I had a great marriage. I should have been happy, but for some reason I wasn't. And what I found out through the process of all that blowing up was that I didn't love myself, man. I wasn't taking care of myself mentally, physically, emotionally, any of that. And so after everything blew up, and I knew all this stuff. I knew it all. I knew all of this stuff, but I wasn't doing it. And so after everything blew up, then I really didn't have no choices left, right? Well, I mean, I guess I did, but in my mind, it's like, you ain't got no choice, man. What are you gonna do now? You gotta wake up. You gotta do something about this. And so that was the decision I made. And that was another little event. I'm not gonna get into it right now. That I'll get into some suicidal stuff. I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But that was a major transition for me too. I knew, man, that this is life or death right now. I got to make this change right now. And so I had a lot of motivators there, and I'm motivated by pain and distress and stuff like that. So it was just like, gotta go. And so what I did was I started changing my diet first, and cutting out the sodas. I was drinking like 5 Dr. Peppers a day, eating all kinds of crap, cookies, chips, hamburgers, just nonstop, eating out, Sonic and Whataburger, and just eating like crap, right? So I wasn't doing any exercise. I'm eating like crap, emotionally distressed. I went to the doctor. He said I had the testosterone of an 80-year-old, and that's got all kinds of effects on the body. And so I just drew a line in the sand. And when we went shopping that week, I started teaching the boys, let's look at the labels. We're not, if it's got corn syrup in it. I started doing some research on different stuff. Corn syrup was like, oh my God, don't eat this poison, it'll kill you. And the cows can't even eat it or whatever. Yeah, the cows. Anyway, so I just started changing a little bit, looking at the labels, doing a little research on what to eat, what not to eat, and stuff. And just kind of slowly started doing that. Started exercising, getting up, cleaned all the stuff off of my weights and everything, got all that set back up. Just started doing some exercise, cutting out the food, and that gained energy, gained steam off of that. So, but so by then all right. Then I started jogging. I started hitting the weights every day. Every morning I'd get up, started getting up 5:30, drink me a little bit of coffee. But I started this whole process into getting my mind, body, and spirit straightened out. And the body was a big one though. It was hard. Some of the emotional stuff that was going on through that process, but getting up every day and exercising, getting my body into it. I'd wake up and I'd be distressed, I'd be distraught, I'd be depressed. By the time I get done exercising, I'd go from here to here, boom, from here to here. And then eating healthy food would be like, boom, keep going up and up, feeling better and better and better. And so by the end of that next year, it was well before that, by summer that next year, 6-8 months later, I was down below 200. I was pushing around that 195 range. And it wasn't coming off. So I was like, man, I got to do something else. I'm dying. I can't work any harder than this. So I started looked into low carb diet. My dad was doing it. So I started hitting that the keto diet. Boom, man, I dropped like 20 pounds just like that, like less than a month. Boom, bam. And but I've been holding that ever since. I've gone a little bit up and down, about 180 right now. And I'm going to 190. That's my plan. Boom, 190. I want to get jacked up. But anyway, that body side of it was major. Man, it was a major change. It really took me off. But what I really want to get across to you guys, though, what I really want to share with you is that line in the sand. It's that commitment. It's that all right, man, I got to do something different. And for me, it was the whole life blowing up and having to reevaluate everything in my life at 41 years old. And so what I really want for you is I want for you to not have to go through that. I want you to be able to just sit back and be like, you know what? He's right. I don't need to wait for that. And I'm writing a book right now, and one of the chapters in there, it gets into what are you waiting for? Because I waited for a lot of things in life before I started living my life. And so I want you to really think about, what are you waiting for? When are you going to make your health, your body, when are you going to make that important? When are you going to make that paramount? And so, all this stuff we eat nowadays and these toxins we're taking in and all that, when are you going to take a look at those things? When? You're going to wait until you get cancer? Are you going to wait until you got diabetes and you got organ damage and you can't reverse it? Well, I mean, you're going to wait until what? Till they cut your leg off? I mean, there's so much out there with this health and fitness. Or are you just going to sit around and not feel good and feel lethargic and tired, or what do they call it, the SAD diet, the standard American diet? I mean, sick, angry, and depressed. And so when are you going to make that change? What's it going to take for you? Because I mean, you can just make a committed decision and say, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. This dude's right. What am I waiting on? Why would I want to wait until I get sick? Why would I want to wait for my wife to leave me? Why would I want to wait for my whole life to blow up in order to make this change? I can just make a committed decision to make this change and start doing it. And so that's what I really want, is motivate you guys. Think about that. What is it going to take? What are you waiting on? And I mean, especially right now, people our age, me, I mean, there's endless possibilities going on out there right now with the research that's going on and stem cells, and just, I mean, there's just all kinds of possibilities for us to live, maybe another 100 years from here. And if you get into the books and listen to some of this stuff, it's actually a possibility. I'm getting excited about that. I'm like, dude, man, 50 is supposed to be like you're getting up on a hill there. I mean, I ain't on no hill. I'm just like getting up, peeking over, like, oh wow, man, what's over there? Woo, let's go check this out. So getting kind of long here, but my energy for you today is, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? And when are you going to draw that line in the sand? What's it going to take? What is it going to take? And you can make that committed decision right now from where you're at to make that change for you. You don't have to wait for any trauma, any of this other stuff, man. You can just be like, boom, I'm gonna make this change. How do I do this? Where do I start? I look at my diet. I look at getting up, maybe walking, go walk to the mailbox and back. I started jogging to the mailbox and back. I had a long driveway, but that's what I first started doing. I couldn't even make it. I couldn't even make it to the mailbox. And then by that next summer, 5 miles, boom, 5 miles, boom, just like that. Just little by little by little by little by little. I went through amazing transformations through that process too, man, with checkpoints, getting from here to here to here, and doing that I learned so much about myself. It was unreal. And so I'm rambling now. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. But what are you waiting on, man? What are you waiting on? And that's it.